Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here. Welcome back to the Nikke Goddess of Victory video. Alright, if you guys are not aware, you can now change these songs and place them in the lobby if you want to by clicking on here, and you can use them as the lobby BGM. So that's going to be the BGM that you have played in the lobby section itself. So that's a cool new update alongside with plenty of other things hopefully we'll cover in this video. Now first things first, Special Interception has a little bit of changes if you guys are not aware or if you guys haven't been caught up yet. So that one, I do think we are getting an improvement. We're definitely getting a slightly better rewards. So if you look right here, we are definitely gonna have this particular new system where you get this thing called Manufacturer Arms. Now, if you beat the boss up to level 9, right, all the way here, all the way to stage 9, you'll be getting 20 of this. Now if you fill up to get 200 of this, you will be able to get a T9 manufacturer equipment. Not just a regular T9, you're getting a T9 manufacturer, but it's going to be a random piece, right? It's going to be either a pilgrim set or a tetra or elision or missilis or abnormal. So one of those few. So kind of interesting one, but regardless, you're still getting a random T9 manufacturer. Higher chance for you to get somewhat what you want, ideally. Sure, RNG can still screw you over, that's for certain, but regardless, I do think this is going to be a forward direction to give you more of this. One T8 equipment is worth 12 Ultra Boost modules, so one T9 is worth over 25. So dropping 2 more equipment instead of boost modules will on average will make upgrading somewhat faster for most interception levels, especially 7 to 8. So it is actually an upgrade. A lot of people try to spin it as it's not. It is an upgrade. Okay, but you still get 5 of this. You still get 5 of this. I thought you gonna get 0, but you still get 5 of this. It's not mentioned here. You get what I'm saying? It's not mentioned here. So it's definitely better now. It's definitely an improvement, I feel like. People might look at it as a downgrade, but it's actually an improvement. Now, let's talk about Sakura overall. I know a lot of players are debating whether or not they want to pull for her. I don't think she's a bad character or a bad Nikke. Personally, I do think she has her own charm, for sure, but I don't think she's that great either. So if you are free to play, she might be one of the few characters that you might have to hold off on for now before pulling for her and wait and see if she can actually deliver, in particular against a boss. If you look at her kit, you will know what she's capable of. So skill 1 passive, you can see activates after 3 normal attacks, affects all allies, and this is going to basically increase defense. Alright, it stacks up to 10 times. Now, it might seem like a very good skill overall, stacks defense, but the truth is this game, defense doesn't really help much, right? Truthfully, probably one of the worst stat ever, and most of the time, you still want damage, alright? Regardless of what stage you're trying to tackle, most of the time attack is going to be something that's much more universal. Most of the stages that you play in Nikke overall is going to be much more of a DPS check rather than a defense, you know, slowly stay there, take hits kind of check. 10 pulls. Here comes nothing. Choo. Who else want to pull? We'll do viewer pulls. If you're lucky, you can get 150. Yes! Yes! One tap! Yes! Dude! Okay, who is it? Who is it? Whoa! Dude! Wow! Tetra! 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 Tetra!
I am Sakura.
Woo! Woo! Tetra! Easy to pull job. Woo! Two! Oh, okay. Okay, I'll take. I thought it's like actually 2. I don't even need 2, man. I don't even want 2. Okay, that's good enough. Now, skill 2 affects all allies. When attacking an enemy projectile, damage to that projectile is increased permanently. Now this is going to be good. You can hit bullets, you can hit whatever, and this is going to increase your damage overall. Activates when entering full burst, affects all allies, also burst skill cooldown, decreased by 3.52%. Alright, so now moving on to the last skill, affects all allies, deal damage to win code enemies. Now bonus damage to win code enemies, you can see right here, 67.68%. So that is quite good actually right there. So lasts for 30 seconds, activates 1 time per battle. So too bad they only activate once per battle, but at least it can still increase attack, increased by 16.15% of caster's attack. and this will last for 10 seconds. Alright, so at least the attack increase is going to be a sequential thing rather than the one time per battle. Also affects all allies with Cherry Blossom Tea when it is fully stacked. This is going to increase damage to interruption part 17.12% and lasts for 30 seconds. Okay, you don't got much. I'll try my best. Can't be me! Can't be me! I'm always lucky. That's why we do viewer pools. Damn. Okay. Oh man. Oh man.
Words alone won't get you to the top.
Really? This is it. This is it, guys. Wow. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. So one of the biggest issue right now is going to be the burst timing. So unfortunately, Sakura being a burst one, she is a 40 seconds cooldown character. So that means she's going to run into some issue. Ideally, when you are building a team, you're going to be forced to bring in another burst 1 character, because ideally you want a burst 1 character that's 20 seconds, not 40 seconds, so that you can generate your burst more often. So that's going to be her biggest issue. Now this is going to lead to a lot of team building issue whatsoever. Now let's say you have a team of Lita, alright, as a burst 1, and then you have something like Dola. This is going to be something that's very standard. And then you're going to use damage dealers. You have at least 2 damage dealers burst 3. For example, you have Scarlet Alice or Scarlet Modernia or Alice Modernia, doesn't matter. And then Drake as a complementary support burst 3, right? This is going to be something that's much more standard. So yeah, let's say you don't have Lita. Let's say you are someone that don't have a Lita. So now you replace Lita with Sakura. Unfortunately, this team will not work, right? So now Sakura being a burst 1 40 seconds means she will not activate her skill as often. So now we gotta figure out how to do this. Maybe we need to take out Drake, for example, in this case, right? And Drake taken out, and then we're gonna swap into another burst 1 that's, let's say, Milk, for example, which is something that I'll show you guys later. This is going to significantly reduce your damage. This is not something that is going to be super viable in the long run. And pool time. Ooh. Tetra. Wow.
I am Sakura.
Wow. I'm one tapping for everyone. Damn.
Leave it to me.
Now, what can Sakura provide that's going to justify that investment, right? So right now, I honestly don't see it being anywhere else other than against the train boss, the Altasign train boss. That's going to be something that we're going to test out once that's available. Right now it's not yet available, and some people have been suggesting that, okay, why not just use Sakura and Lita? Now if you're going to use Sakura and Lita, that's totally fine, but there's just no point for Sakura to be side by side with Lita, because Lita is already a 20 seconds cooldown. So you might as well take out Sakura and put another like this, like Drake makes more sense in this case, because Drake can buff the team, or Privati can buff the team much more universally than Sakura could, in my humble opinion. At least that's how I look at it. I don't think Sakura will be able to provide more than the Drake or more than the Privati. The damage that they have overall, being a burst 3, is just going to outweigh using Sakura in general. Not to mention Sakura is going to be a supporter. Yeah, if you can see, Lita boosts Scarlet's damage way more, for sure, than Sakura will ever do. Same goes for Alice. Lita herself does more than Sakura, but to be fair, my Lita is like better skills, better gear, so I would call them even here. Milk over Drake. Yeah, I don't see the reason of... I guess this setup is okay if you don't have Lita, right? So that's just how I look at it. I don't think the meta right now favors Sakura. She reminds me of Cocoa to a certain extent, right? So a character that's like maybe more niche, maybe much more usable in certain cases against certain bosses, but for now you don't really need her. Again, my advice to free to play is probably, I would say, skip. You know, you can spook them later on in your wish list. I'm sure she will be added to the standard banner later on, so feel free to just add them to your wish list so you get them later on. There's no rush to try to get them right now, in my humble opinion. So yeah, that's overall going to be my review for Sakura. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys agree or disagree, I'll try to make an updated video once the train boss comes or during the union raids. That's something that we'll have to test out. So as always, subscribe, give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.
I'm a problem child.